Hello, I am Allison Wagg for This Is Laramie. We are here in downtown Laramie at 8 Bytes Game Cafe, spelled B-Y-T-E-S. This is Ryan, the general manager, and what are we doing here today?
I don't know what we're doing here today. General manager is probably not the best title for me because generally I don't know what's going on because I've been getting roughly an hour to 2 hours of sleep every night for the past 4 nights. But actually, last night I got about 5 or 6 hours, so I'm feeling a little better than normal. Currently, as we are sitting here, we actually have some fine gentlemen moving in some new arcade machines that will be the first time that anybody has seen these in 8 Bytes and they're games that we didn't have at Hero Depot.
Brand new games.
Brand new games.
Awesome. And I see that there's some work behind us, working hard every day, getting ready for that September 10th opening, grand opening.
That's right, yep. So have some big plans for that. We'll have some free games in the morning. That weekend will be the first weekend that we have our restaurant liquor license, so people can enjoy some cocktails from the bar while they're also enjoying their breakfast or dinner, depending on what day they're coming in or what time of the day they're coming in.
So breakfast, dinner, lunch. I see you have Pac-Man pancakes.
Yeah.
Amongst other things. Do you have a favorite?
So far, I've been trying to eat everything on the menu, but I'm not quite there yet. By the end of the week, I'm sure I'll be there. I really like the Bomberman breakfast burrito. The green chili is actually very good, and I can't take any credit for any of that. I helped design the menu, but I didn't actually come up with the ingredients or anything like that. Chris Bivey, sort of our head cook, our head chef, if you will, helped me put together the menu and then come up with the ingredients. Green chili happens to be one of my favorite things to eat, so I was nervous to see how it was going to turn out, but he got the stamp of approval.
Awesome. So here at 8 Bytes, you have food, drinks, and tons of gaming.
Absolutely. Yep. So we not only have the arcade games in the back, just like I mentioned, we also have some new games coming in today, but we also have tons of tabletop games. So we didn't have those games. We had a small selection of games at Hero Depot, but a bunch of people came together and sort of donated their games and pooled all of our games together. And right now we have probably over 100, 150 games that customers can come in and play while they're enjoying a cup of coffee or soon to be cocktails or breakfast or whatever they want. And so really they can play those games wherever they want within the building, but we do have more of a dedicated gaming room for them to do that.
It's a nice big space, plenty of room. Looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how did your dream become accomplished?
Well, it just kind of out of nowhere started coming to fruition. I always wanted to have something similar to what we have going on. With starting Hero Depot, I was excited to do the arcade piece of it, but I knew that just doing more of a classic traditional arcade is a endeavor that many people are having challenges with unless they bring in some diversity and add other streams of revenue coming in. And the places that are finding success with doing that are the barcades, and the ones I've visited frequently and recently are in Colorado, like the one up in Denver or Pinball Jones in Fort Collins. And the atmosphere varies slightly from these places. Some places are a little more rowdy, have a rowdier bar scene. Places like Pinball Jones, it's really more about the games, but they do offer some beers on tap there. And so, we wanted to try and create something like that over at Hero Depot, and it applied for the liquor licenses. And as I think many people in town know, that didn't work out the way we were hoping it would. But this summer, we came across this building and had always considered doing the food piece of it. We actually would have loved doing it over there. We just didn't have a kitchen in place. and it's really expensive to try and set up a kitchen. So this building became available. Found out the kitchen was fully equipped. It's a big, beautiful kitchen. We can do essentially everything we need to do and more with it. So with having that as an option, it opened up the opportunity to apply for a restaurant liquor license. Again, we're hoping we'll see that on September 6th and have that available for the grand opening on September 10th.
Awesome. So the community has been a great support. You know, when you closed your doors at Hero Depot, that was very sad, and then you partnered with Shocktoberfest and you stayed here, and now you're here. This is very awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. The support has been tremendous. It truly has. You know, from day one, really over at Hero Depot, we started seeing a lot of support. We had a lot of support when we were trying to apply for those licenses. A lot of people showing up to those public hearings in support of us. And when we were closed, people were disappointed. And so obviously bummed about that, but wanted to see what other opportunities were available to see this dream come true, or at least have an attempt to see it come true. It's still not quite there yet, but it's in the works. And so looked at possibly going down to Colorado. It's a little bit easier to get a license, a liquor license down there. And I'd been looking at Grand Junction where my father lives and possibly partnering up with him and starting a business. But really I've been in Laramie for the last 15 years, and this is where my heart is. This is where I wanted to stay if the right opportunity was there. And fortunately, just within the last couple of months, it happened to land right in my lap. So it's fantastic.
Laramie thanks you very much for staying.
Oh, thank you.
This is going to be a fun place.
I hope so.
So you have the arcade, the kitchen, the comic room, and grand opening September 10th.
That's correct, yep.
Okay. 8 Bytes Game Cafe. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just want to let everybody know that right now during our soft opening, which we started on Saturday, and we had some people that came in for that. We were very excited to see. We haven't hit advertising super hard at this point, just because we kind of want to have some time to make sure we have everything in order and make sure that our food is done right, that we have all of our games in and everything. But we definitely want people to start coming in, and so we have our soft opening menu, and currently we're offering some really good sort of promotional prices to try and get people to come in here and try out the food. Like I said, I helped create what was on the menu, but I'm not a cook, and so I was putting my life in the hands of Chris and the other cooks, and they have done a fantastic job. I've really enjoyed the food so far. So I would encourage people to come in before the grand opening. We have lots of games, as you mentioned, tabletop and arcade in the back, and some great food that we hope everybody will come and enjoy.
Awesome. So September 10th, get your Pac-Man pancakes. Okay? And I was Allison with This Is Laramie.